good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you choose to practice your yoga. I'm Judy, and this is my first yoga video, so bear with me. Lighting, sound, not quite sure how professional it's going to be, but welcome to your mat. Let's practice a little yoga. Good for the mind, body, spirit. Take some time out for yourself. Come to your mat, and let's just sit up nice and tall to begin with. Just take your hands, place them in your lap, soften your shoulders away from your ears, lengthen up through your spine, and just soften your gaze, or maybe look down towards the earth, and just begin to welcome yourself to your mat, your practice, and settle in. We're going to center and ground just by being here, finding a little stillness and noticing what's on the earth, noticing your breath. Just take a moment to notice your inhales, notice your exhales, just breathing regularly. A little pause, feeling the breath, feeling the body, and feeling yourself on the earth, grounded, safe. Relaxing the body, welcoming it all, how you're feeling, how you're breathing, and we'll begin to move and flow and breathe. Remember throughout your practice to take care of yourself. Any injuries, past injuries, please be mindful. Make any adaptations. If you have blocks at home, grab a couple blocks, or you can use books, a pillow or a blanket, and we'll begin. Let's start with some cat-cows. So come on to all fours, nice flat back. Find your tabletop. I like to wake up my feet a little bit, so I'm just going to pitter-patter my feet, feeling my feet and the bones and the joints. And then tuck your toes, knead your toes into the mat or the floor, and just rotate from pinky toe side to side, stretching the arches of the feet. And then pick a position for your feet, and we'll start to wave, lifting the gaze, lowering the belly, and expanding the shoulders across from each other so the chest can spread. Exhale, we'll lift the belly, drop the head. Inhale. Really press the tops of your feet into the mat. So feet are parallel. Shins are parallel, thighs are parallel, arms are nice and strong, fingers are spread wide. Press down into the earth as you wave with your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Begin to find your flow. Marry the breath with the movement, with your awareness. Come right into the present moment. Feel your body. Good. This time come all the way back towards your child's pose. Hips towards the heels, forehead towards the mat. Stretch those arms out nice and long. Stretch the fingers out nice and long. Breathe into your belly. Feel your belly expand onto your thighs. Inhales and exhales. With those inhales, think of prana, energy, life force going into every cell in your body. And with those exhales, let it go. Release any tension or tightness or stress. Let it go. Inhaling, come on back up. Exhaling, find that cow pose. Inhaling and rounding back, finding child's pose. Press the earth away. Come on back up. Flow into your cow. Just take a few waves here. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Just find a wave up. Maybe an arch into your cow pose. Maybe you even slide back towards child's pose. Just find an organic flow, getting creative, making a circle. Inhales and exhales. Keep that breath flowing. Good, and then go the opposite direction. Whatever you did, just go the other way. Use those feet. Press them down to ground. Find a wave here. And then come back up to your tabletop. We're going to open up the hips a little. Take that right leg up and circle it around. Spread the toes. You can flex the foot or point and just open that hip with some nice big circles. Pressing down through the arms, stabilize with whatever's touching the earth, and then circle the opposite direction. Good. Other side. Left leg up and around. You can start to find your drishti, your focal point, down on the mat, stabilizing the body as you open the hips. That leg is heavy. Keep breathing. Take your time, opposite direction. Good. Bring that leg back down. Take the right leg out. Make sure that right arm and hand right underneath the shoulder, and we'll extend the left arm away for balancing table here. You can flex the foot or point the toes. Gazing down at your drishti, finding extension here, length and extension. Nice flat back, pressing the earth away. Breathing deeply. Good. Reach around. Option to grab that foot and open up the front body. Stretch the quad. Open up the front of the neck. Maybe looking straight ahead. Breathe. Or you can look down at your drishti. And then extend, coming out slowly and finding that tabletop. Other side, right leg up. Feel free to tuck those left leg up. Feel free to tuck those right toes and reaching that right arm out. Finding your balancing table here. Use your core to help you stabilize. Inhales and exhales. Option to reach around, find the top of the foot, and open the front body, pressing the foot into the hand and lifting the leg, maybe just a little. Maybe the gaze comes up, maybe it stays down, and then slowly come back to your table. Good. Let's sink those hips back to the heels for a nice child's pose here. Wisdom pose. You can come up onto your fingertips and stretch the wrists a little bit. Imagine there's a golf ball under each hand and you're just pressing into the fingertips, all 10 fingertips. Returning to that sound and rhythm of the breath. Inhale, come on up, tuck those toes, lift the knees a couple inches off the mat, press the earth away. Nice flat back here, just a lifted table. Find your breath. Arms are straight and strong. Inhale here. Exhale, press the mat away. Keep the knees bent. Look at your feet. Bring your ears in between your arms. Nice flat back. Feel your belly and your ribs, maybe touching your thighs. Breathe in and out. And begin to walk the dog. Pedal out the feet, one leg at a time. Let your head be heavy. It's in between your arms. Look at your shins or your ankles. Your heels might not touch the ground, no worries. We really want that back to be flat, so knees can be bent and your down dog might look like this. If you're out here, try to press the shoulders and press the chest towards the thighs. Get that shoulder girdle involved. Nice strong arms. Good. Let's walk the feet to the hands, coming into ragdoll. So a nice easy forward fold here. You can bend the knees a little or a lot. And just let your arms be heavy. Your shoulders and head are draping over the legs. Feel free to move in your ragdoll. Keep breathing. Nice forward fold. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing that torso, the head, the neck. You can take opposite elbows if you like. Enjoy ragdoll. Really good to de-stress here. Helps us come into a nice state of mind here, stimulating the vagus nerve, going from the sympathetic nervous system into our parasympathetic nervous system. That calming state. Find your calm here. Nod your head a little, like a little bobblehead. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins or blocks. Flatten the back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Bring those feet together. This time, hands in front of the feet, bend the knees. Inhale, come up to Utkatasana. Bring the arms straight out in front of you. Pause here, breathe. Draw the belly in, hips down, shoulders away from the ears. See if you can look straight ahead. Good. We're going to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Three more. This time come all the way up, reach up, palms touch, little back bend, root down through the feet, Open the belly, the chest, the legs by reaching up and over. Long, tall, creating space in the front body. Inhale, exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find that Utkatasana, this time arms up. Option to have the arms out as well. If you want a little more heat, arms up. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your plank. Find your breath, press the earth away, spread those shoulder blades, lift the hips and belly, draw that core up and in. Heels are over the toes, nice strong plank. Receive your strength here, your power. Good. Lower the knees, lower down. Inhale to cobra. Hands right next to the chest, elbows in. Active legs are pressing down. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, bring those hands behind you. Find a bind and open the shoulders, open the chest. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes, press back up, find that strong plank. Option to put your knees down, and then find your downward facing dog. Press the mat away. Find your gaze to your shins. Spread those shoulders. Find your breath. Inhale, that right leg rises. We're going to do some core work. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Bring that heel towards the glute. Everything comes forward and up. Last one, we'll step that leg forward. Find warrior one. Back foot comes to a 45-degree angle. And we root to rise here. Coming up, warrior one. Take your time, find your breath. Find that nice bend in the front knee. Commit to that front knee being over your heel and hips are facing forward. Check those hips. Inhaling, exhaling, we're going to take those hands behind the back. Open the chest and be humble together, bowing forward, lengthening that torso, humbly bowing. Either gaze at the front foot or the back foot. Keep breathing. Let the head be heavy. On your next inhale, root to rise. Use your arms, press through the feet. Extend the arms back up to the sky. Deep breath in, full breath out. Good. Straighten that front leg, hands to the hips. Might want to step that back foot in a little. We're going to inhale here. We're going to exhale, folding at the hips. Come parallel with the earth. Keep those hands on the hips. Inhale here. And exhale, begin to fold the chest and heart towards the knee. And you can use your blocks here. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Use your breath to take the pose deeper. Maybe the blocks get shorter. If you have a bend in this front knee, use the blocks and keep them up nice and tall. and just work the pose from there. Little pulses, little movements. Okay, you might not go as deep today as you did yesterday. And it's a practice. We're exploring these back lines of the legs, opening. Okay, you can do that from here, or maybe you're here, maybe you're here. Okay, just let that happen. Relax into your pose a little. Soften where you can. Soften in the face. Soften the shoulders. Notice your hips. Sometimes this hip wants to go out. Try to tuck it back in. Last breath. Inhale, slowly come up. Find that bend in the front knee. Back that left foot up and back to warrior one. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, reach those arms down. Step back and find your plank. Breathe into your strength. Another inhale. And exhale, knees down, lower down. 3 baby cobras. Inhale. Exhale. In. And exhale. Third one, reach those arms behind you. Find the bind. Spread those shoulders across. The chest opens, the heart lifts. Find little breaths here. Legs are active, feet are down. And come on back down. Tuck those toes. Press back up to your powerful plank. And find your downward facing dog. Take a moment to receive down dog. We're going to go over to the left side. So left leg lifts, core work here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, squeeze up, heel towards the glute. Shift the weight forward, curl in, lengthen out. Good, and then step that foot through. Find warrior one, right foot, 45-degree angle, and come on up. Take your time, draw the belly in. Find that front knee right over the heel. Breathe. Palms face one another, inhaling and exhaling. Hip points are facing forward. And there's a nice long line of energy down that back leg. Inhaling here. Exhale, let's take the bind behind the back. Lift and open the heart. Exhale, lengthen forward. And humbly bow. Arms can reach up to the sky. They can stay on your sacrum here, down onto the low back. Find your breath. On your next inhale, come on up. Release the bind, arms reach. Good. Straighten that front leg, walk the back foot in a little. We're going to take the hands to the hips and fold forward. Torso parallel to your mat, nice flat back. Notice the hips. This wants to open up. Hip points are still down. Then you might need to shift that foot a little in the back. The heel can shift a little. Make adjustments. Find the spot that's going to support your shape, your pyramid pose. Again, use blocks if you find them helpful. All right, we have a lot of tools in yoga. Just like in life, we need a tool bag. We need to use our tools. Yoga teaches us how to use the breath, tune into our bodies, make those movements here, those pulses, inhales and exhales, finding your pyramid pose, tweaking the hips a little, feeling the difference, drawing that left hip back, right hip forward, maybe using the hands to help you go deeper. Remember, you might be here, going a little bit deeper. Try to keep the front legs straight. Use your blocks. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Good. Find a bend in that front knee. Back up the back foot. Come back to that warrior one. Breathe in. And exhale, come on down. Step it back to your plank. Take 3 breaths here. Strong and steady. Good. Your choice. Knees down, come down, or chaturanga, shifting the weight forward, coming halfway down. And then inhale, find your cobra or your up dog. And exhale to your down dog. In through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Good. Bend the knees, look forward, step, hop, or float those feet to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Big toes touch. We're going to come back to Utkatasana, your variation with the arms. Sink the hips down. Let's be awkward together. This is also called awkward pose. Breathing. Lining up. You can see your toes. Good. Inhaling here. Exhaling. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, bring the hands right in front of the heart. Good. Pause and breathe. Just feel the sensations in your body. Notice your heartbeat. Good. And then let's come to the front of our mats for a standing half moon. Standing on your mat, rooting down, coming into mountain pose. From here, we're going to lift the arms, reach up, interlock the fingers. Pointer fingers can go up towards the sky. Bring the shoulders away from the ears. And we'll wave first a little right and left. Opening the side bodies, left and right. Feet are together. And then come on back to center, lengthen up towards the sky. On your exhale, arcing over to the right. All in one plane, getting that length and extension. Use the breath to go a little deeper. Little pulses. Draw the belly in. Try to root down, legs are active, and wave back up. Pause at the midline here, returning to your center. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale over to the left. Like you're arcing over a barrel. Think length and extension. Inhales and exhales. Maybe looking up if it feels okay for your balance. And come back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Release the shoulders, release the head. Let your arms be heavy here. Inhale, root to rise. Come on back up. Reach up, arms touch. Maybe that little back bend. Opening the front body and coming back to center. Good. Relax your shoulders. Feel free to circle out your neck a little, going one way, going the other way. Good. Can round the shoulders. And we'll come into a warrior two wave. So come back to the top of your mat. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step it back to that plank. Breathe in and out. You can stay with the knees down, lower down, or you can bring in that chaturanga, shifting the weight forward, coming halfway down, pressing through those toes, coming to the top of the feet, upward facing dog. Spread the shoulders, lift the heart. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to lift that right leg. We're going to open up the hip this time. Bend the knee, take the toes over the body, and press away with the arms, leveling out the shoulders, opening that right hip. You can straighten and bend a few times. Good. Squaring off the hips and bringing that leg through. You're going to square off the back foot. Warrior two. Lift that left arm, coming into your warrior two. I'm going to shift so that I'm facing you. Bending into that right knee, right over the heel. My body is centered over my legs, so bring your body here. And then we're going to wave a few times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. This time flip the front palm. Inhale, reach up. Exalted warrior. Left hand can come behind the back if you like, pressing that right femur bone down and away. Come forward, find your right thigh, left arm up and over, one big angle from fingertips down to back foot. Gaze can be up, it can be straight ahead, it can be down to that right foot. Try to tuck those hips in. Try not to dump too much weight into that front leg. And come on back up. Extend and exalt your warrior. And float down. Like a wave now. Call in the breath. Inhales and exhales. Forward and back. Find a rhythm, find a flow, find some ease. Good. Come on back to your warrior two and straighten that front leg. Walk the back foot in a little. Bring those hands facing forward. We're going to reach forward and come down for triangle pose. Arms open, heart open. Gaze up, maybe towards that left thumb. Tuck the hips in, straight legs. And come on up and reverse that triangle. Right arm reaches up, legs are straight, left arm down towards the ground. Beautiful. And come back. Find your warrior two. And wave those hands down to the mat. Frame that front foot. Step back to your plank. Find the breath. Find that strength. Breathe. Shift the weight forward if you're chaturanga-ing. Find your vinyasa. Exhale to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Left leg rises. Open the hip, bend the knee. Take that foot across your body. Press into those arms. Try to level out the shoulders. Maybe you straighten and bend a few times. You can circle the ankle or move the foot. And then level out those hips. Bring that leg through and forward. Turn the back foot parallel with the back edge of the mat and wave up to your warrior two. Left foot forward, right foot back. All right, you got this. Commit to that knee being right over the heel. Draw the belly in. Center your body over your legs. And then take that gaze over the left hand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. Good. Flip that front palm. Inhale, reach up. Back hand can come to the leg or it can come to that front femur bone, pressing down as you lengthen up. Breathe into that nice space you've created. Commit to that bend in the front knee. And then come forward. We'll come right into that extended side angle. Right arm reaches up and over. Get length here from fingertips to that back foot. Breathe. Heart is opening towards the sky. Ribs are opening towards the sky. Right ribs. And then come on back up. Flow it back. Keep that bend in the front knee. And we'll flow from exalted to extended. Find your breath, really rooting down through those legs. You need to stay grounded while we move the upper half of the body, the feet, the legs, ground you down. Add the breath. You've got a pretty good recipe. Good. Come back to that warrior two and straighten the front leg. Walk the back foot in a little. Both legs nice and straight. Draw the belly in, flip the palms, and we'll come down for triangle. 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Open the heart. Look up. Make sure your hand's not way back here. Line it up. Breathe in your triangle. Try to tuck the hips in. Try to lengthen through both sides and come on up. Reverse your triangle. Straight legs, straight arms. Beautiful. And come back to your warrior two. Gaze out over the left hand. We're going to wave those arms down, frame that left foot, and kick it back and up. Take yourself through any vinyasa of your choice here, adding or taking away or modifying to suit your practice today. Meet us in down dog, or maybe in table, or maybe in a child's pose. Wherever you are, return your focus to the inhales and exhales. Feel some of the movement of the energy, prana in your body. Know that you're unblocking spaces, you're carving out pathways, you're opening up snags. And then we're going to walk those feet to the hands. Bend the knees. Inhale, root to rise. Reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pause here. See if you can find your heartbeat. Relax your shoulders. Good. We'll take one more wave. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step those feet back. Find your plank. If you'd like a little more heat here, take your weight into the left side, left hand, lift for Vashisthasana, side plank. Reaching up, those hips lift, belly tucks in, arm is right underneath the shoulder, top leg can lift, maybe a little, maybe a lot, maybe not at all. And then come on down, switch it over to the other side. Side plank, building strength, focus, breathe, take your time. Lots of variations with side plank, make it yours. And then lower down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Last time, cobra or up dog. And we'll find our down dog. From here, we're going to walk those feet up to the hands, widen the feet a little, and find a yogi squat. Hands come together, hips come down. Feel free to sit on a block or two, make a little chair for yourself, or come into your yogi squat. Now I have the carpet here, so it's going to be a little wobbly. I'm going to use my blocks so that I can really find the shape of my asana. A nice malasana here where I can lengthen up through the back. So use your blocks, use your tools. Okay? You want the integrity of the pose. You want to be able to lengthen through the spine and not be all curled in and forcing things and not feeling safe and secure. So come to your shape. Press the palms together. Press the legs into the elbows. Feel the connection. Good. Reach that right hand down. Open up the left arm. Come back to center. Reach that left arm down. Ground with the fingertips. Open up to the sky. Come back to center. Good. And then remove your blocks. Come down onto your seat. Bend those knees. Hug them in. Lengthen up through the spine. Coming into boat pose here, Navasana. We're going to lean back with a nice flat back. We're going to lift the legs. Hands can come behind the thighs. You can flex your feet here. This helps me. Knees together, thighs together. Keep that chest open. Maybe the hands release. Maybe the legs straighten. Open up. Find a little bit of breath. And then hug those knees back in. Release with your exhale. Soften the face and shoulders. Good. One more time. Lift the legs. You might stay right here. That's fine. It's all good. Maybe you can reach out. Maybe you can straighten the legs. Really hard to breathe in this position. Hug those knees in. Scoot down a little bit. And if it's safe for your back, you can rock and roll a few times. Nice childlike rock and roll. Take yourself back to being a kid. Free and easy and fun. Good. And then come on down onto your back. Hug those knees into the chest. Tuck your chin slightly. We're going to take the feet to the floor. Lift the hips. Coming into bridge pose here. Feet are just hip-width distance apart. Shins are parallel, thighs are parallel. Arms can stay down here parallel, or you can bind them under the back and move your shoulders underneath. Tuck your chin. Keep it centered. Lift your hips. Notice if your feet are out here, you want them to be parallel. Bring that back in. Little space between the feet. Lifting the hips. Press into the earth with your arms and your shoulders and your pinkies and your fists. Keep breathing. Option to lift a leg. Stretch it up towards the sky. Flex the foot. Bend the knee and bring it back down. Just a little challenge. Little options, many, many options in yoga. And then slowly come down, lower those hips. Release the shoulders. Good. Take the hips over to the right, just a couple of inches. Bring the knees up. Cross the right leg over the left. Extend the arms out to a T. I like my thumbs facing down. You might like them facing up. I like to have the traction here. Inhale, knees are up. Exhale, fold the legs over to the left. Maybe they land on a block. They might come to a block. You could put a block or a blanket under there. Find a nice relaxing twist. Lift your head, gaze out to the right. Soften the gaze. This left hand can come to the thigh for a nice little assist. Nice supported twist here, massaging the internal organs. Relax your shoulders, your face, your eyes, and your jaw. Just relax. as much as you can. The legs are heavy. Starting to cool down. Come back to the breath. Notice the inhales and exhales. Let go of whatever you can let go of. Then bring your head back to center. Bring your legs back up, feet back down. Shift those hips back to the middle. Option for another bridge pose here. Just a nice little shift to get those hips back to neutral. Maybe just a simple bridge. And then come on down. Take those hips a little to the left this time. Lift the legs. Cross the left leg over the right. Take those arms out to a T. Knees come in and then over. You might need to shift your hips a little bit. See how it feels. You always want to observe and adjust. You don't have to do exactly as I say. Sometimes your body might need a little different position. You can take your gaze over to the left. Soften again the shoulders, the face. Just notice what it feels like to be down on the earth, resting, cooling. How do you feel after some movement and some stirring up of your prana? Just notice it. There's no right or wrong. We're just becoming aware of our bodies and our feelings. And then bring the gaze back to center. Bring the legs back up. Uncross the legs. Let's take those legs up to the sky. Nice little Viparita Karani here. Nice inversion. You can take a block underneath and have a little bit of a boost here. You can also come into your shoulder stand if you like. You can take a shoulder stand for your inversion. This would be a time for a headstand as well if you have headstand in your practice. Shoulder stand, you want the elbows to come in, hands walk down the back, legs extend up towards the sky, keeping that chin grounded to the chest. And then slowly, if you'd like to come into a plow pose, you can release the feet over the head. They don't have to touch the ground. And then slowly let's roll down to the mat. One vertebra at a time. Keep the knees bent for a breath here or two, just so you can slowly straighten out your spine consciously, right? Taking care of yourself. You can take a happy baby, or you can come right down into your Shavasana asana. So laying flat on the earth, letting the legs open, letting the feet and ankles fall open, letting the arms fall open. We like to have our palms open towards the sky. Just a reminder of the balance we try to cultivate between giving and receiving. Soften the breath. Let the whole body relax. Have a sense of melting into the earth. And then gradually bringing awareness back into your body. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Open and close the hands. Maybe bring the feet together. Reach up over your head. Nice big long body stretch. Take the legs in, bend the knees. Give yourself a hug here. Rock left and right. Nice reminder of self-care, so important. You've given yourself this time. Give yourself a pat on the back. And then slowly rocking onto the right side. You can use your arm for a pillow. Pausing here for a breath or two. And then coming up to your seated position. Nice, easy seat. Bring your hands in front of the heart, soften the gaze, and just check in. Notice that sense. You feeling calmer, maybe a little more ease, maybe a little more energy. So much gratitude for letting me take you through this practice today. So much gratitude. Thank you for meeting me on your mat and partaking in this hour class. Namaste means the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste, everyone.